Hey y'all, Hot Rod here. Well, a friend of mine asked me about my door. You know, a little while back I made a posting. I was fixing the door right here in my living room. So I'll give you a brief example of what I did to it and what was wrong with it. First off, it's got this window channel run right up in here that runs up in here, runs all along here, runs the perimeter and down. And that's like felt, and it keeps the glass from rattling around. Seals it from air for the most part. Keeps the glass kind of tight and snug. The other part that I did was on the inside here, the latch where you open it, right in here, was stuck, rusted, and I could not open it up from the inside, but I could open it from the outside. So I cleaned the rust off of it, lubed it up, and got it working. It works nice and smooth now. Took the door crank out. Of course, you can't see all this because I got a door panel on it. But I took the door crank out of down inside, then it rolls the window up that actually moves it up, and oiled it up because it was really dry. Helped it work a lot smoother. Getting the hinges here out was a pretty good obstacle. Getting the screws out. These weren't too bad. They were bad enough. But, so I lubed it, so I oiled those up and made those work a little bit better on the top and down here on the bottom as well. Now I've got to do the same thing on that door over there, but I'm having trouble getting the screws out, so I got a tool ordered for that, so that'll be later. Anyway, so let's see what. Oh yeah. I put weather stripping all around it here. Nice soft weather stripping, as you remember. So it makes the door not rattle because it has worn out weather stripping. It's the first car I've ever spent the time and the money on putting weather stripping around the doors. And I will say it's definitely worth it because it really makes it not rattle. And it seals it from the air and the water. But anyway, so, and I also made the door panel for it because I really didn't have a good one. So anyway, so now it closes like a, really, it doesn't rattle like when you closed it before. It was really noisy and loud, and now it's like new almost. Sounds like new. Thankfully, all my gaps lined up pretty well. Oh yeah, and another thing, for what it's worth, when I got the car, there was a bag of grass seed or something in it, and it must have been like a 50-pound bag of grass seed. It was just all in the car. I could never get rid of it. Through the whole build, I kept brushing it out, and it was just always still in there. Well, there's a bunch of it still in the door. So when I took the door off and took it all apart and cleaned it upside down, I finally got the rest of the grass seed out of the door, finally. So anyway, the window rolls up nicely on it now with no problems. And when you get halfway up, you notice it doesn't bang around. It doesn't bang around. It's nice and tight, you know, as opposed to the other side. As opposed to this side, where you can see it rattles around back and forth. It's annoying, irritable. So you get that right there going on when you hit bumps and stuff. So I won't have that when I do this one. So I've got to do this door the same way. But I've got to get these screws loose from the hinges that I'm really struggling to get loose there. So I need to get the proper tool before I damage those screw heads, because if I do, I'm going to have a hell of a time getting them out then. Anyway, so you see, this one's not too bad, but it's the alignment's wrong. It drags when you go to close it. It drags. It just don't really close like it's supposed to. Like this door here, like now, it like rolls up, window rolls up nice, no rattle, weather stripping on it, so it closes like a new one, like it should. No rattle. Takes a while for that weather stripping to relax against the door because it's really stiff at first, and you just almost have to slam the door, which I hate doing. But now it's like new almost. It's really nice. So I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it.